For joining us, I'm Tiana Xavier.
And I'm Joe Lemery. You may notice this show already looks a little different, and that's because this is no ordinary show. This is our Siena Fest special production live from the Grotto, where we will cover the Siena Fest weekend from every angle. What would you say the future holds for Alex's Lemonade Stand and sort of the research that's going into childhood cancer right now?
Yeah, of course. It's a great question. I think we're at an amazing point where we've made great progress for...
Cheers, Mr. Siena. Walk me through that moment and what it was like when you were announced as the winner.
You know, Joe, it was unreal.
Still to come, do you hear wedding bells? A Siena couple just got engaged right here at the Grotto. We'll introduce you to the soon-to-be married couple next.
Yeah, the fans are loving it. Siena faithful here. They're having a great time. Let's make some noise. Siena wanted to adjust, and they certainly did. What a response from them coming into the second half. They've switched to mostly a full court press the rest of the way, and that's been effective. And the big one here, Gavin Doty, 19 points in the game thus far. The hustle, the energy, the playmaking, taking tough shots and making them. That has been the story for Siena, and they've been doing it.
Back to the sideline with Joe Lemery.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, fun story here. Donnie Lind. He was an assistant on Mount St. Mary's from 2013 to 2016. He had stints with Coach Mike Jones at Radford and UNCG, as you touched upon. And
A comeback. This story is one of the finest. How one injury can change everything, and then another changes it again. Siena women's basketball player Valencia Fontanelle-Pawson is on that journey, the ACL recovery journey, and the psychological journey.
I love hooping. I've loved playing basketball since I was 4.
Basketball runs through Fontanelle-Pawson's blood. Her teammates at Siena have seen that, the highs and the lows. Her mental toughness is different.
V is different. Like, she's just a different human being. Like, also she has that toughness in her. Whatever comes her way, she's not gonna give up. She's gonna keep going.
Man, the thing about V is she's hungry. Like, you can see it in her eyes, you can feel it when you talk to her.
I'm here at the UHY Center, home to Valencia Fontanelle-Pawson and the Saints. 18 months ago, she tore her ACL here in December of 2023, and it'll be 2 years come the start of the 2025 season since she's played. For Valencia, life has looked quite different.
When something really bad happens, obviously, like, this was just such a big part of my life because basketball is my life. The shift from, like, I have everything figured out to not having anything figured out is pretty big.
Identity is something Valencia is proud of. Even through it all, she still has strong desires for her career.
Biggest motivating factor is to win a championship. I will win a championship, and I know that my time's coming.
Alden agrees. It's simple. That championship is her why. A comeback. This comeback is continuing to be written by Valencia. Joe Lemery, SCTV.
Welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm Joe Lemery.
And I'm Matt Coloma.
The Battle of Albany and the 518 was in full effect at Connors Park on Tuesday. Siena hosting UAlbany. Winner would get Capital Region bragging rights. UAlbany would lead 5-3 heading into the 6th. And here's where things got interesting. Top of the 6th, UAlbany takes a 7-3 lead. From there, Siena would go on to score 9 unanswered runs on the Great Danes. Juniors Gavin Thorburn and Lewis Percival each tallied 3 home runs in 5 at-bats. The Saints would go on to beat their crosstown rivals 12-7, your final.
Siena men's hoops, more reinforcements are on the way. After the recent addition of big man Riley Mulvey, Siena will also be adding 6'6" forward Antonio Chandler to their ranks. The 24-year-old New Jersey native spent last season at Southern Connecticut State, earning all Northeast 10 honors. Chandler averaged 17 points and 11 rebounds and hopes he can add some much-needed physicality to the Saints.
The Final Four is set for the chance to win a national championship in San Antonio. The number 1 overall seeded Auburn Tigers, led by star forward Janai Broom, defeated Michigan State in the Elite Eight and will take on the Florida Gators, led by former Iona star Walter Clayton Jr. and company, who defeated Texas Tech in a come-from-behind win. On the other side of the bracket, the Houston Cougars and the number 1 defense in the country, led by the legendary Kelvin Sampson, defeated Tennessee and will take on Cooper Flagg and the number 1 ranked Duke Blue Devils offense after their win against Alabama. You can catch both games Saturday, April 5th. The national championship will be held on Monday, April 7th.
And while everyone is worried about what the Yanks have been swinging, they don't care because they just keep winning. Last night, Yankees looked to stay undefeated against the D-backs in the Bronx, a tall task for the Bombers with four-time All-Star Corbin Burnes on the mound. Arizona would strike first in the third inning with this two-run shot from Corbin Carroll, his first of 2025. However, the Yankees would get a run back in the bottom frame. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, sending this one into orbit. He has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1 Diamondbacks. Anthony Volpe would continue on his tear, with this home run being his third of the new season. This one creeping over the left field wall as the Bronx Bombers continue to live up to the name. And the damage would not stop there as, oh no, Josh Naylor sends that one over Corbin Burnes' head as the Yankees would score two more runs on Naylor's mishap, giving them the lead 4-2. But Eugenio Suarez, wow, sends that one out of here. Grand slam for the Diamondbacks in the top of the eighth. Eugenio Suarez has 5 hits this year. All 5 have left the yard. The Yankees would get a run back in the ninth. However, it would not be enough as the Diamondbacks take this one 7-5.
After an impressive 10-4 victory over the Marlins on Monday, the Mets came across some struggles in their game last night. Bottom of the first, Kyle Stowers blasts one deep right center for a 2-run homer, gives the Marlins the early advantage. Top of the second, Mets respond. Brandon Nimmo hits one into right field, and it's gone. A solo home run puts the Mets back within 1. Top of the third, Francisco Lindor bounces one into center field for a base hit and brings in Acuna for the score. And just like that, it's 2-all. From there, it would be all Marlins. Bottom of the fourth, runners on first and second. Graham Pauley up to bat and sends one deep off the back wall. Conine and Bride would score. Pauley would make it to second, and the Marlins would take a 2-run lead. Innings 5 through 9 would be a goose egg for both teams, and the Marlins would go on and hold on to win this one 4-2, the final. And that'll do it for this week's edition of the Dog Pound. I'm Joe Lemery.
And I'm Matt Coloma. Jonathan.